Rob, thank you so much for those comments, because you touched on what we're all about, what this whole program is about, is to really make the difference, to make the change. I've been working in and around the manufacturing industry for about 20 years, and I got tired of seeing companies have to close down and move their business out of state and sometimes out of country. Good, hardworking people that had the opportunity to be able to make the change, but the consumer didn't make the difference. So I wanted to find out, what could we do different? How could we make this better? About 3 months ago, I started this campaign and started going around and trying to find out what people knew about what was being manufactured in their community. Now, this is not the actual $100 bill I started the challenge with. Candy got that the other day. She said, I know 5 companies that manufacture products in Georgia. So she took my $100 bill. But outside of that, I have offered this $100 bill to over 2,000 people in this surrounding area, Gwinnett and the surrounding area. And what this was a challenge for was, this was a challenge, and I would go in front of groups like Chamber of Commerce, BNI, Power Corps, New Lawrenceville, anywhere they could gather a crowd, and I would offer this challenge. Who in here has seen the $100 challenge? Please raise your hand. Wow. There's a lot that hadn't. What this challenge is that I would offer this $100 to the first person that could name the most over 5 consumer products by brand name that they could buy at their local mall, their Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, 5 consumer products that they know are manufactured in Georgia. Think about that. Can you answer that question? After you saw the video, I hope you could, after playing the game. But before you walked in the door, could you answer that question? 5 consumer products. Now, if we are truly about supporting our community, we need to know what products are being made here. And if we don't know, and to your point, Rob, every time I've offered that challenge, people will come up to me after the event and ask me, I would buy products manufactured in the United States and manufactured in Georgia if I just knew what they were. And I started to look, trying to find that directory. Now, we live in the information age, guys. You would think that that's available somewhere. I have scoured the internet. And to my knowledge, I've not been able to identify a directory of products that you can search by product, brand name, or by state that are manufactured in the United States. It's not out there. So how can we blame the consumers for our economic downturns? If the consumer wants to buy American products, who in here wants to buy American-made products? Okay, and if you didn't raise your hand, you can leave now. But if you want to buy American-made products, if there's no way for you to be able to find those, it makes it kind of difficult. And that's what this event tonight is all about. It's to be able to get this program off the ground. June the 24th, we will be rolling out a directory free to the consumers. It's going to be called the USA Product Guide. It'll be available through Vote With Your Wallet. You'll be able to link to it. It's going to be free to the consumer, and every manufacturer in the United States has a free listing on that site, so you can look up the products. Now, if the company wants to provide coupons on that and have a little bit of advertising space, we can do that. That'll help fund the site. But this is a way for the consumer to be able to go to one place and find the products. If you really care, if you really are passionate, if you want to find products made here, we're going to provide you the tools to do it. Now, we're going to change things up just a little bit. Instead of having just another 4th of July, another Independence Day where we sit around and eat hot dogs and watch fireworks. Now, we all like to do that, right? You can continue to do that, but what we're doing is we're rolling out a challenge, a national challenge to every American to have a week of independence. From June the 24th through July 4th, spend a week in there somewhere independent of buying foreign goods. Just a week out of your life. Let me roll that challenge out. And it challenges, again, it's nationwide. One of the things that we do need is we need to be able to pick up national press. We need to be able to get this in front of. Okay, one other quick question. Who in here saw the Made in America program from Diane Sawyer, ABC? You guys saw that? They went in and they took everything out of the home that was not manufactured in America. And guess what? They were left with a vase and 3 flowers sitting in the living room floor. That's all that was left. Yeah, and a little bit of peanut butter. I think that was the last thing. And if consumers want to buy those products, We need to be able to showcase those products because there are great products. You walk by products every day that are manufactured right here in Georgia. Who in here, before we did that challenge and before you saw that program, who in here knew for sure that Duracell batteries were manufactured in Georgia? Cool, cool, cool. So it's working. Do you get that it's working? We've been banging the drum, telling people about it, and that's what this is about, is communicating to the mass consumer that we can make a difference. Now, the retail market is doing exactly what the retail market needs to do. They're filling a need. And right now, they believe that that need, the only need that American consumers have, is for the lowest price guaranteed. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want, is the lowest price guaranteed? Or would you be more excited about being able to support jobs in your community and putting your friends and neighbors back to work? Because that's what we're talking about. So during that week, there will be a printable card that you can take to your retailer, a pledge card that says, I will buy American products and this is where to find them. Retailers don't really know where to find American products. So if we direct the retailers, every time you make a purchase from June the 24th through July 4th, and you take that card into your retailer and you tell them as a consumer, you don't want just the lowest price guaranteed, but you want to buy products made in the USA, they will change the products that are put on their shelf. And what's that going to do? Based on that increase in sales volume through this program, we'll be able to add jobs tomorrow. If we increase the sales of Duracell batteries just by 2%, they'd have to add 10 jobs in LaGrange, Georgia to keep up with production. Now, yeah, how about that? Now, if we took that same philosophy, that same concept, and multiplied that times 1,000 products and 1,000 companies statewide, we might not could eliminate unemployment, but we could have a pretty significant impact on it. And that's what we're about doing. That's what this program is about. I want you to understand the heart and soul of this program is you. Because you make that choice every day. Now, I want you to imagine with me. You remember when we started this off? Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. And I don't think we're over the cliff yet. I think we can pull it back. But it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of dedication from good, hard-working people to make that change, but we've got to make the change. Now that change is made one purchase at a time. We can make that change one purchase at a time. You got to think about it. I was in the store the other day and I needed to pick up some flyers or some forms. And at the store that I was at, everything that they had was made in another country. Now I had to make the choice to drive 5 miles across town and buy it at a different store. But guess what? I did, and it felt good. And I challenge you to make that choice. Now imagine with me 5 years down the road. I love Clyde putting some numbers to this thing. But 5 years down the road, we save 20 million jobs just by changing the way that the purchases that we make. We add 20 million jobs back on the payroll, back in America. Imagine that our budget woes are taken care of, because if we have that, Rob, would that fix it? Would that have a pretty significant impact? That'll make a change. If we do that and we look and our budget is balanced, imagine 5 years down the road where we have almost no unemployment, full employment. Think about that. I want you to, can you see it? Can you see that? Imagine that your support of this program is the support that made the difference to make that happen. Imagine being able to tell your kids and your grandkids, you were there that night. Imagine. Can you see the vision? I want to thank you all for coming tonight in support of this group. Thank you.